Hey, it's Ronan, your accordion teacher. In this video, I discuss, I think, 4 or 5 tips around understanding what it's like to learn an instrument. I was just going to do a little 30-second blurb, but it turned to 4 or 5 tips around how to approach learning an instrument. Whether you're a beginner, whether you're an advanced player, whether you're stuck with a new technique, watch the video. I think there's something in it for everyone. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help you. Enjoy. Hey, it's Ronan Segal, your accordion teacher, and today I wanted to speak about frustration with learning your instrument. And this is, I think, in general, around frustrations, around setting our expectations and setting our expectations correctly. With learning an instrument, we oftentimes see someone like me or someone you know who already plays an instrument. And they make the instrument sing and they're dancing with their instrument and they make it look easy. And like any practitioner that makes something look easy, that makes it look like magic, so much work has gone into that they make it look easy. You look at Steph Curry, shoot a three-pointer from beyond the three-point line, and you go and you shoot a basketball, and it's not quite the same. You look at Fred Astaire tap dancing, and you realize that it's taken years and years of practice. And yet we pick up an instrument, we pick up a new thing, not just a new physical skill, but a new mental skill. It's like a new language. Music is definitely a language. And we expect ourselves to play with so many things happening at the same time. So I'm here to set a more realistic expectation around what it looks like to play an instrument. Playing a new instrument is not only a new physical skill, but a new mental skill. It's not only a new language that we learn logically, but it's a new language that we express ourselves with physically, just like a normal language. So, the first year of playing the accordion won't look like an accordion player who's been playing for 20 years. People with natural inclination to music will have an easier time figuring out the physicality of it and making those musical connections, but it's still a new physical skill as well as a mental skill. So wrap your head around that. Now, here's there are lots of things to say, and let's take a few points. Point number 1 is that give your body and your mind time to digest the new teaching. You look at a child learning a new language and they're constantly blabbing and making sounds and trying words, but the time frame in which a child speaks is measured in years. First, they start making noises, certain types of noises based on physical development and the people around them. After that, they start making more noises and getting more sounds, and eventually they say words. It's not until a few years that a child is able to say sentences. Logical sentences come a little bit later. The same thing with learning an instrument. What would it be like if for the first week or so, we're just making sounds? We're not reading sheet music. A child doesn't learn to read until a few years on, or how to write. Just making sounds with our instruments. What does it look like to find a key over and over? There's a physical skill. Being able to look down at your keys and moving your thumb, moving your finger and getting it back. There's that kind of exercise, developing a new physical skill. What is it like to make a clean sound and to make a jumbled sound? And both of them are okay. Imagine if every time a child made a sound that wasn't a word or wasn't a phrase, we would yell at them. That's not the way that learning happens. And that's not the way that learning happens for speech, and it's not the way that learning happens with an instrument. So again, the time frame gets expanded. In terms of expectations, I think I've done this in the what to expect. There's a growth and then a plateau, and a growth and then a plateau, and then maybe a little bit of a downfall, and then a growth and a plateau. So you'll experience that too with most things in life, especially with a new instrument, especially as an adult learner. You'll understand the Stradella bass system, and you'll be able to do an oompa. And then you'll hit a plateau, and it'll be really hard to do a jump from C major to A minor. Right, just that, traversing that. That's the plateau. And during the plateau, or even little plummet, again, give your body time to digest. Go back to that first point of putting the instrument down and maybe going back. Look at my lesson on incremental bass jumps. Go back to C to D minor, C to D minor. That movement, C to D, C to D, cleanly. And eventually you'll wake up 3 weeks later and C major to A minor just works. Trust in your body and your mind that giving a little bit of a rest pays off big time. Again, those that are musically gifted will get it in 3 minutes. Not all of us are musically gifted. It's okay if instead of 3 minutes, it takes 3 weeks for that jump to happen. And it's okay if it takes 3 months. Or someone emailed me about La Noyée. That took me years. That took me until last 3 years. I've been playing for 15 years, I think. Yeah, it's a long time. In the last 3 years, I was finally able to get those hands together correctly. Good, so that's another thing to remember. Give yourself time and put your instrument down. It's okay to give it pause. We're looking at a time frame not of 3 days, not of 3 weeks. This isn't a new skill that's easy to get. This is a skill that not the end of your life, that as you do it, it gives its rewards. So instead of a time frame like this, let's look at a time frame like this. What does it look like after a few years? Look at my video on 15 minutes of practice. I would rather you practice in 4-minute spurts of intentional practice. Today, I replied to a YouTube comment about the fingering for the F-sharp major scale doesn't feel right. My reply was, that's okay. Just make sure it's consistent. Maybe you start off with a second finger. I would rather you have that breakthrough, that you practice for 25 seconds with intention. Maybe that's the practice that you do for this hour in a 2-minute spurt. That's all. Put your instrument down. Go have a coffee, go for a walk, come back to your accordion, and again, start with that consistent fingering. Your body remembers. Tomorrow, the same thing. So little bits of practice. The ideal would be 15 minutes a few times a week for me. For you, it might be a little bit less or a little bit more. But try not to exhaust yourself. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. We're in it for the long run. What does a 6-month race look like versus a 6-minute or a 6-day or a 6-week race? If there's a course that says learn the accordion in 30 days or your money back guaranteed, stay away from it. It might work. You might be able to learn certain skills in 30 days, 100%. Learn the klezmer scale in 30 days. Yes, with intent. Give that 3 days and you'll be able to do it. Learn to play, that's like saying learn to speak Spanish in 30 days. We could teach you the verbs, we could teach you the alphabet, we could teach you the letters, but to learn to speak is a much bigger time frame. So again, practice in increments, practice in little bits of time over a longer period of time rather than trying to cram in an entire musical language. Good. And the last thing that I'm going to tell you is rely on your ear and rely on your musicality. When things are frustrating, when you want to throw down your accordion, I'd encourage you to say, okay, I'm going to step away from the sheet music. I'm going to write down the chord C to A minor. Look away from the screen. Sit down and say, hallelujah, C to A minor. They're the 6 notes. Da, 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 da. 8 notes. You can remember that. You don't need the sheet music for that. Good. That's what I mean by playback exercises and ear training. When you're frustrated, Step away from the instrument, and again, see if you can step away from the sheet music. It's a C waltz to A minor. So we break it down and we say, I don't need sheet music for that. I know C to A minor. And I can play 8 notes. And if you can't play 8 notes, break it up into 4 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Maybe that's the practice that you do for these 2 minutes. You come back later after your coffee or your walk. That sounds clear. Again. Do you know your left hand? Da, 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 da. Look at my blog post on how to learn a song, how to memorize a song. None of it involves looking at sheet music. We refer to sheet music and then we look away. And very slowly, look at my guide on hand coordination. And again, I make it look easy. You might be really struggling for a month with coordinating your hands together. That's okay. That's where you are on this journey. It's a complicated thing. So again, we break it down to the individual things. We tap out the rhythm. Again, look at my guide on hand coordination. Ba, 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 ba. And I bet you that's where the struggle's happening. So look at my steps and you'll be able to get through that. All this to say, move away from the book, move away from the sheet music and digest the things that you're having trouble with. I'm here to help you. My little spiel, sign up for a free 3-day trial on accordionlove.com. You have access to me and a forum, a community of other students who are learners, going through the same learning steps as you. Risk-free, cancel at any time. I'm here to help you. Let me know if you have any questions. Enjoy.